China's 16-ton steel behemoth sailed to the port of the United States, blocking the entire river in an instant and attracting tens of thousands of people to the port to watch. Everyone took out their mobile phones to take pictures, and they were frightened. Why is the ship so big? The river was almost full when the ship docked at the port of this American city. So which ship built in China caused a strong reaction from the American people? Let's take a closer look in this video. Today, China's manufacturing industry is developing particularly rapidly, and it has a title that is, the factory of the world. It is understood that China's current shipbuilding industry has greatly improved in the international market, because China has not only manufactured many types of ships, but also manufactured some very advanced containers. And China's invention has attracted crowds and praises from many countries. In fact, the giant ship mentioned above is a 160,000 tons COSCO Development container ship made in China. Its strong physique makes its stomach very large, capable of carrying 13,000 standard containers. As early as 2017, it was directly driven to the port of Savannah in the United States, and even set a record for the port of Savannah, the largest cargo ship that has docked since the port was built. It is said that the Americans were stunned at the time, and even Evans, an American senior sailor with more than 50 years of experience, expressed emotion, saying that he had never seen such a large ship, and it also occupied the river. At the same time, the local governor of the United States also went to the scene to watch it in person, and lamented that this is really a historic moment, which is really incredible. It is understood that this COSCO Development cargo ship is 366 meters long, longer than the USS Gerald Ford, which costs $1.29 billion and is known as the most expensive U.S. aircraft carrier in history. The COSCO Development freighter can carry 13,000 containers about 6 meters long, which is 30% larger than the previous record-breaking giant ship that arrived at the port of Savannah last summer. The arrival of the giant ship has aroused strong onlookers from the American people. Many people stood on the shore around the lake and took photos of this behemoth. Local residents exclaimed, "Is this made in China?" Chinese-built container ships save U.S. shippers. The visit of the COSCO Development container ship means a new era for Savannah Port. You know that American ports have been looking forward to the arrival of superfreighters for many years. Dock crews plan to use 6 cranes to load and unload about 5,600 containers from the giant ship, large metal containers containing everything from consumer electronics to frozen chicken. That was more than 5 times the volume of cargo loaded and unloaded by a typical cargo ship at the port of Savannah. Savannah Port is an important maritime economic and trade center in the United States, and the shipping market is very good, especially the demand for import and export containers is very large. However, the original old-fashioned container ships could no longer meet the needs of the port, and there was no container ship that can meet the needs of this port in the United States. In the end, the Americans had no choice but to focus on China and quickly found the needed container ships, which not only solved the problem of import and export freight at the port, but also helped local residents solve many employment problems. Now these American officials were collectively silent, and they have no way to deny that Chinese manufacturing has been integrated into many places in the United States. As the world's largest trading country, China imports and exports trillions of dollars of goods every year. 7 of the world's top 10 ports are in China. On China's long coastline, there are more than 1,800 berths for vessels over 10,000 tons, among which there are more than 300 ports that can berth for giant ships over 100,000 tons. In fact, from this matter, it can also reflect China's strong shipbuilding strength. In addition, China recently launched a large freighter capable of carrying 24,000 standard containers. This container ship is remarkable. The Mediterranean Michel Capellini was independently designed and built by China and has completely independent intellectual property rights. It has a total length of 399.9 meters, a molded width of 61.3 meters and a molded depth of 33.5 meters. The highest stacking layer is as high as 25 floors, which is equivalent to the height of a 22 stories building. The number of containers has reached 24,346 TEUs, and the indicators of carrying capacity, load capacity, and number of containers are all at the highest level in the world. It can be seen that the strength of China's shipbuilding industry is enough to refresh everyone's perception. In the past 10 years, the proportion of China's shipbuilding industry in the global market has been increasing significantly, and it can be said that it has become one of the most important shipbuilding centers in the world. Over the years, China has not only produced many ships of different types and functions, but also produced one of the largest and most advanced container ships in the world. Ports, ships, and containers are an indispensable part of import and export maritime trade transportation, and compared with ports and ships, the importance of containers is still slightly better. In fact, the container is not only used in sea transportation, it has a wide range of application, and can achieve universal interchangeability in sea, land, and air transportation. As long as the mention of shipping, I believe that many people's first reaction is a container with wide space. It is because the mode of transport of containers is a very efficient mode of transport, and this efficient advantage is mainly reflected in the following 2 points. One is time efficiency. Because the container is highly standardized in structure and the handling machinery, transport vehicles, ships, trucks, trains, etc., are also highly standardized, so the loading and fastening between various means of transport are very fast, which greatly saves transportation time. The second is economic efficiency. Container transportation can save loading and unloading costs, packaging costs, tally costs, insurance costs, etc., in many ways, and greatly reduce the loss of goods damage. Container has always been an important resource for ocean transportation of goods. If there is not enough container supply, then the whole supply chain rhythm will be interrupted, resulting in a comprehensive blockage of commodity circulation. In fact, the earliest container production place was the United States, and the United States has been monopolizing this industry for a long time. But the production center was slowly shifted to Europe, Japan, and South Korea. It was not until the 1990s that China continued to increase its investment in container manufacturing, and it slowly regained its market dominance from South Korea and Japan, and the container manufacturing center gradually shifted to China. Since then, China's market share has been growing and it has become a major producer of containers. As of 2021, China's container production and sales have ranked first in the world for 25 consecutive years. Huge foreign trade has prospered shipping, which in turn stimulated demand for containers. This near-water advantage is not available in other container-producing countries. Therefore, China's monopoly on container manufacturing is achieved under the conditions of technological capabilities, cost advantages, and huge market demand. sea freight is still an irreplaceable mode of export transportation for ocean trade. China is not only a big container production country, but also has made considerable achievements in building large container ships. In recent years, Chinese manufacturing has attracted great attention around the world. Chinese products are not only powerful in technology, but also world-leading in performance, allowing many Chinese products to go to the world and proving to the world the strength of China's manufacturing industry. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel for more great content. See you next time.